Hello gorgeous, Annie from Luxury Nomad here. Thank you for tuning in to my first video for my channel. I am going to do a lot of fashion, trends, luxury, lifestyle, maybe some cooking and some decorating, all the things that I'm totally obsessed with. And first I wanted to do a huge shout out to all the YouTubers that I love to watch, that have inspired me. And here in the US, of course, Minnie from Minx for All, Lissy from A Girl in Boston, a lot of Brits that I love, Sophie Chohet, Claire from I Am Choquette, Lydia Millen, the list goes on and on. Some Aussies, Mel in Melbourne, and of course the lovely Jerusha from Jerusha Couture TV, who was probably the first YouTuber I started obsessing over. Today I have for you a Dior haul and a little bit of a story that goes with it. And also I love to give some history, because I'm kind of a nerd like that, on the designer brand that I'm talking about. So I don't know how much you may know already about Christian Dior, but he was born in the south of France along the Côte d'Azur to a family with brothers and sisters. And his family ran a fertilizing and landscape business. When Christian grew up, he didn't want to go into the family business, so his dad gave him a loan, and he actually started his own art gallery in Paris, and he showed the works of local Parisian artists, including Picasso and some others who were really prominent at the time. However, when World War II hit, the family business wasn't doing very well, and Christian had to sell the art gallery and go to work for a number of fashion design houses. The last one that he worked at before he started his own design house was one where he worked alongside Pierre Balmain, and they became friends. And of course we all know that Balmain also went on to start his own luxury brand, fashion design house. So Christian started his own design house. He incorporated a lot of the things in his life that he felt were important to him, and he was a very superstitious guy. So like his favorite number was the number 8. You'll see that on charms, in earrings, things like that. He thought anytime he saw a star anywhere, even especially if it was a shooting star, that was fabulous. You'll see gold stars on the bottoms of his shoes, things like that. He also paid homage to his family's house on the Côte d'Azur, which was painted a very unique sort of powder pink blush color, and it was called Rose Poudre. And you'll see that Rose Poudre has consistently been one of the colors that is always in the Christian Dior line, and it's very iconically recognizable with the brand. Christian did very, very well. He quickly became popular among Europe's royalty, and also he became popular with movie stars. And I feel like today the current designer for Dior is really, really having a moment. They've managed to really make the line younger, more vibrant. The Dior line, for example, is very fun and funky with leather chokers, leather bracelets, great charm jewelry, the tribal earrings that everybody loves. And they've also updated some of the classics, like the iconic Lady Dior bag, and introduced the Diorama bag, the Dior bag. So I really have been craving a piece from Dior. The only problem is, here in Philadelphia, we have no Dior. We have the second largest mall in America, which is King of Prussia Mall, and we have everything. We have Neiman Marcus, we have 6th Avenue, we have Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Bulgari, Burberry, you name it, we have it. No Dior. So I decided that I wanted to visit a Dior boutique, and the closest one to me is the mall at Short Hills. So one Saturday I just got in the car, decided, road trip, and went up to the mall at Short Hills to look around at other brands, of course, as well. But mainly to go to the Dior store. And so the Dior store was fabulous. And my essay, before I forget, shout out to Anthony at Dior at Short Hills. Amazeballs. He is just fabulous. He let me look at everything. The store was crowded. He didn't care. He gave me his undivided attention. I wanted to see another color or yet another color. And it was really hard for me to decide. So I decided that I was going to follow Minnie's advice from Minx for All and introduce myself to the brand through some small leather goods. So, without further ado, and I love the packaging, it's just like so luxurious, I decided on two, actually there's another bag in here, but I decided on two small leather goods. They came like this. Again, a beautiful hard box. The only little complaint I have is when I go back to Dior, I'm going to ask them for another box because they put both small leather goods in the one box. So the first item is in this little dust bag. It says Dior. Inside it has a Dior patent leather ivory Diorama wallet, which I think is just fabulous. You can see it has like a tribute to the canage pattern that is iconic for Dior, but yet they've updated the hardware, which is inspired by fencing. Is that very shiny silver, kind of reminds you of swords and fencing helmets. Has a zipper pocket on the back. The little fob says CD for Christian Dior. And then you open it up, and the inside is this like dark charcoal gray, which I think is just fabulous with the, goes really well with the ivory. Inside it says Christian Dior Paris. Of course it has ample card slots. It has slots for cash or other cards. And I just think it's great. I love the color. I love the texture. I love the material. It's just really, really just fabulous. And it's a very, obviously, a luxury piece that gives me sort of a foray or introduction into the Christian Dior design house without spending $4,000 on a Diorama bag, which I'm still looking at, but again, it's just a way, an introduction to the brand. The other small leather good I got, we kind of referred to it a little bit when we were talking about Dior history, and I love this one as well. And this is the Diorama card holder, and what we referred to was this is the rose poudre color that represents the color of the Dior family home on the Côte d'Azur in France. And it's just a perfect pink blush eggshell color. Again, it has the same silver Diorama hardware inspired by the fencing. It has a pocket at the top, all the Christian Dior tags, and then on the back, again, it's embossed in silver. How beautiful. Christian Dior Paris. And I just love this. It'll be great for smaller bags that I'll be carrying in the summer. And it's a great way also to see if this color is something that I want to consider when I invest ultimately in a Dior full-size handbag. When I was leaving, there were other things I wanted, of course. I mean, the bags to die for, obviously, but I knew I wasn't in the market for a bag that day. But I did look at some of the other accessories, jewelry, things like that. And again, another thing that's popular and that I've seen on tons of YouTube videos and have been wanting, I know Lissy from A Girl in Boston has a number of these, as do, you know, a ton of YouTubers. So I picked up one of, again, look at the beautiful packaging, one of the Twilly bandeau scarves from Dior. And this one is just fabulous. I wear a lot of black. It's upside down. I wear a lot of black and white. I love wearing white, and I think this will just be great. It says Christian Dior, Ja Dior. So it's part of the Ja Dior 2017 spring collection. And on this side it has the Christian Dior, and it has stars. And then on the back, they're all reversible. It has smaller stars.